boards. So I'm a hygienist, but I'm not technically yet. Are you so happy you graduated school? And it's like, yeah, but I'm broke. It's just sped up. Everything is sped up. Avoid it, avoid it, avoid it.
I don't dance now, I make money move. Say I don't gotta dance, I make money move. If I see you now speak, that means
Hey everybody, I hope your day is going well. Welcome back to my channel. My name is T. I've been a dental hygienist for 8 years now. It's so crazy to say that, oh my god. But yeah, so I'm just here to talk about my first year of dental hygiene once I graduated as a new grad, and just give you some tips on being a new grad and how to navigate through the career field as a black woman, black man, Spanish woman, whoever you are, okay? So if you like these kind of videos, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. It lets YouTube know that you like these kind of videos. It lets me know that you like these kind of videos. And make sure you follow me on TikTok and on Instagram. I also have a personal dental hygiene Instagram, and I have another Instagram like that I use for my personal use if you just want to follow me because you like me. But yeah, so let's get into it. So with dental hygiene, my last semester of dental hygiene was so crazy. I was in between moving back to New York because I did not want to stay in Connecticut. I was studying for boards. I was taking my clinical boards and I was taking the Prometric. I ended up taking the national boards in October of 2016 and I graduated in May 2016. So yeah, it took me a while to get used to like life again. Like I felt like I was in jail for a little bit and like I got out and I, you know, free tea, you know, I was free. But once I got out of school, like it was an adjustment for me. So that was my experience. It wasn't as sweet as I thought it was gonna be. Like I wasn't as excited to be at my pinning ceremony and graduation. Like I wasn't excited really inside. It was bittersweet. Like I was happy to be done, but I didn't feel like I can congratulate myself the way I really wanted to because I was just so stressed out from having to move back to New York with all my stuff and then also trying to study for boards at the same time. Like it was crazy. So, and on top of that, I was broke. So like all I wanted to do was start making money and working. Like I wasn't even like happy at all. Like I was just like, I was happy to be done, but I wasn't fulfilled, you know? Like I didn't feel it yet. Like it's like, oh my god, and I don't have a job and I can't get a job until I do these licensing exams, and I can't get a job until I do my boards. So I'm a hygienist, but I'm not technically yet. So yeah, that was nerve-wracking. I got out of hygiene school and then I transitioned back home or whatever, and I ended up graduating and getting my license, and I finally passed boards. I gave you guys my boards experience, so go watch that video. I feel like they don't let us know that first year of dental hygiene, like you're literally like a little baby Bambi, like a little baby deer. Like you're a puppy. Like you're trying to get your footing and understand what's going on based on what you learned in school and based on what your experiences in life are. And majority of the places that hire you straight out of school are not going to hold your hand. So it's like they force you to just like get thrown to the wolves basically. Like you start your schedule, and mind you, as a new hygienist, they might be easy on you, like give you maybe like 4 patients in the morning and like 3 in the afternoon, or 3 patients in the afternoon and then like 3 in the night, but in the afternoon, morning and in the afternoon. But honestly, like it's gonna take you a while to get your footing and get consistent with a good schedule, because that first 10 minutes of an appointment, you can't be spending it on medical history. You need to be like on it, you know? And it was a lot for me. Like my first job was crazy, like seriously. I already gave you a story time on my first job, so you guys saw that already. Again, go to my dental hygiene playlist and watch that video. But I feel like they don't prepare us for like how crazy it really is. Like you have to see a patient in an hour. Like, huh? Your verbalization with patients and how you speaking in your language with them, like you're so used to being like, oh, there's petechia, and the doctor's like, okay, and nobody cares about any bruises on the palate or anything like that. Like, you're still pointing out things that you would have done in competency. Like, you're waiting for someone to come check on you. Like, there's none of that out here. There's no one to help you clean your room like that. Like, well, I'm not gonna say no one, but the assistants are doing their own thing. They don't have time to help you. The front desk and the patients may not be that nice, you know. So it's just like, you get thrown. Like, you literally graduate, get your license, and then you get a schedule, and it's like, I have to do all of this by myself. Like, don't leave me here. Don't leave me here. Like, that's how I felt. Like you have to just gain that confidence. And I feel like the first thing that I will tell you guys as new grads is to gain your confidence. There's gonna be things you don't know. There's gonna be things that you're learning from the first time. You're gonna be working at places that may have a different experience than you did in school. They might be using a different software. They might do things a lot differently. Trust me, they're not using utility gloves inside the lab when you go work at a dental hygiene office. They're not wiping a room twice, okay? We're not taking blood pressure all the time. I'm gonna be very honest with you. So it's just like, you should be, but it's like this. It's just sped up. Everything is sped up. Versus in school, you had like what? 5 appointments, 5 3-hour appointments with the same person, you know? So it's like, so sorry, my camera battery had died, so I had to switch that. So yeah, it's just an accelerated experience in dental hygiene. If you're working in private practice, they may be a little bit more lenient with you, but the only thing is you're gonna have to get familiarized with the patients and the style of work, because every office is different, because it's run by the manager and the dentist on how they want to operate their practice, because ultimately that's their business. It's like, you go into a McDonald's, not every McDonald's has the same experience, you know. You have some offices that everybody's chill, cool, kind, relaxed, everything's slow paced. You know, you might like that better than going to an office where the doctor is working on 3 patients at once, and he has 2 hygienists, and you and the other hygienist is waiting on an exam and bouncing back and forth. Like, it might be a fast-paced environment. Like, you know, you hype, you got a lot to do. Like, and that's something that you will not know until you work there. Like, you can go on an interview, you can go on a working interview. Remember, working interviews, you should be paid for working interviews. Do not let nobody play you. Don't let nobody play in your face. Let them sell you that same day in their face, or give you a check in your hand, or do payroll. You need to have some type of communication with them. They should not be having you work for free. If you're working for a work interview, you are not working for free. You are not an intern, period. Well, that's what I would say about that. Also, I feel like people underestimate the fact that new hygienists know a lot more things, but people come at them with a whole attitude because they're new. Be open to constructive criticism, but also don't let nobody play you. Like, don't let them throw all of the unwanted patients on your schedule. Do not let them force you to stay over working, like overtime, or making you clock out at certain times of the day just because you don't have a patient. Like, you're gonna learn a few things along the way, but don't let nobody play you. And if you feel like you're being played, you are. Listen to that gut feeling, your intuition, that you're being played, or someone is trying to get close to you just to talk to you and know your business and be nosy. Like, those things really happen. Like, there's some people who act like they're your friend. Jobs are like high school. Like, they literally act like they're your friend just to get close to you, and then create a whole drama-filled experience. And you want to avoid toxic. Avoid it. Thing I would say for new grads is, as soon as you graduate hygiene school, even before you graduate hygiene school, you need to be on it with the temp agencies. I already have a video on temp agency, looking for temp agencies and jobs, applying for jobs. If you guys want me to do a video on resumes, please comment below resume video, and I will get a video out on how to do a resume as a new grad, because you don't really have any experience, you know. But you want to have your resume sent out to all the temp agencies, and still apply to those jobs that have the option to have 2 to 3 years experience, because they might just hire you. You never know. But always do a working interview first. And if you're a travel hygienist, I would say to work at that office as a temp agency office. Work at that office at least like a month before you commit to it as your job. Like if they come to you and say, hey, can you be hired here, just say, oh, I'm looking, you know, I'm still like figuring out what kind of pace I want to environment I want to work in, and leave it at that. You don't got to give them no other explanation. You don't got to tell them you got to go pick up your kids from school. They don't need to know none of your business at all. And then also know your labor laws. People should not be having you work more than 6 hours without a break, unless you come to them and you say, hey, I don't want a lunch break. That's on you. But you should not be working more than 6 hours without a lunch break. So if you want a lunch break, make sure you have at least a 30-minute lunch break in there. And if they're not giving lunch breaks at that office you're working at, that might not be the office for you if you told them about that. Like, that goes on too. And you're gonna see some things. You're gonna see people doing things that are crazy, out of character. Front desk assistants, dentists, managers, other hygienists doing whatever they feel like doing. They might try to play you, but like I said before, don't let nobody play you out here in the streets. Like, just because you're a new grad does not mean that you're desperate. It does not mean that you have to do whatever for whatever. Like, yes, you need money. Yes, you want to start working, but don't sell your soul for money. Don't sell your soul. Please don't sell your soul. Remember your why. Remember why you got into this career. Remember what you're doing it for. Remember who you're doing it for, yourself and for your family, and that's it, period. I feel like I have more I want to say about this 1 year as a new hygienist, but I just can't think of anything else on my head right now. If I do have anything else that comes to mind, I will make another video. That's perfectly fine. But you guys, let me know in the comments how you feel about this topic. And yeah, I will make another video about this. But thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video. Okay, bye.